Hello, everyone. This is Steve from True Market Finance, and we are going to go over some of these markets today. Because everything's been going great. But first, I want to go over a few things. Hold on, I'm going to share my screen here, guys. And we will go into ShakePay. You guys are in Canada and you want a great service. ShakePay is the one to look at. What I love about ShakePay is there you can transfer money in, transfer money out. It's completely free. The only fee they kind of take is from when you buy and sell Bitcoin, or I guess you could do Ethereum on there, but I don't even think about Ethereum because it's just a bad coin. It's Bitcoin is the only one, guys. It doesn't have a CEO. It doesn't have a business address. There's no one that the government can go to and take your money. So it's just the safe one to be, and it's going to be the one in the future. I guess if you want to, create a little passive income, you can do a little bit of it, but you're going to take that risk of losing those crap coins. But anyway, this is ShakePay, so you can do that. What else I like about ShakePay is also as well is when you transferred money into your dollar account, there's also a Visa on here, which you can go through your Google Pay or Google Wallet, I guess it is nowadays, and you can use that credit card for making purchases when you're out and about and doing your thing. So with that, you get sats back for everything, 2% of everything you spend. So, why not make a little bit of Bitcoin and a little bit of income on something you're spending anyway? As well, I can also too, this is like a debit Visa card almost sort of thing. So you're not having a Visa card, but you got the same kind of service as Visa. So it's not costing you a crap load of interest. You're using it the way you want to use it, and then that works all great that way. The other service I want to point out to you guys before we get into things is Lend. I really do like Lend. It's a Bitcoin backed loan that converts it to dollars, puts it right in your bank account within like 24 hours. Beautiful service. Had no problems whatsoever with these guys ever, and a lot of times it's in your account before less than 24 hours, which is really awesome. But what is nice about this is that it doesn't take any of your Bitcoin; it just holds it on as collateral. So, if you buy it as a cheap, you have bought Bitcoin as a cheap price. Hey, as the price of Bitcoin goes up, it pays your loan. Right now, they've been doing about 13% interest. And again, like I said, like as Bitcoin goes up, it pretty much becomes an interest-free loan, and I like that. And another thing is Bitcoin is just kind of going here sideways for the past little while here. So if you're in a holding position like I am and just building your portfolio of Bitcoin up and so on and so forth, this is a nice thing to see, because one day it's going to take off on us here, and the more you have in here, and there's only 21,000 or some coins or something like that, so it's a positive thing in the future, guys. I love it big time. So something to look at in the future. Something we're going to do is get into the markets But before we get into the markets, I want to go over with you guys because I want to be here for you guys. So before we actually get into looking at a few charts and things, I'm going over a new thing. Something I like about something I like about Yahoo, or not Yahoo, TradingView, is that you can create a paper trading account, and if you mess up or whatever, you can just reset it. I wish we could do that in our real lives. It'd be so nice. You just go, oops, I screwed up in life. I could just reset myself, but you can't. So you can, play around with different things and try different things and see if they work before you start to use real money. The other thing I want to teach you guys is we want to look into these big like you like your weekly and monthly charts, and then when we want to trade off our daily, and sometimes I'll even go down to the 4 hour sometimes just to find that perfect sweet spot for getting sometimes a little better price to get myself in on a stock. But we have been in a bit of an uptrend, but it's getting near the top of things. Let's go into here, which is our chart list, guys, and we'll go into major index. I think is what I want to look for. Yeah, there we go. This is what I want to look at. And we want to go into, this is the nice thing about stock charts is you can just create a watch list or a list, and then you can just pop it up and you just got all your charts right there. These are daily charts. So as we can see, we've been getting up in an up market on the Dow. We're starting to get in a little bit overbought area here. So I think we're going to get right now it's just pulling back, a little pullback, and then, we could be going. The RSI is pulling back a little bit from overbought. MACD's doing the same thing. The Russell, I think, is going to come down a little bit further. I was looking at it the other day, and it's got me worried a bit. I think it's going to come back a little bit. And then, I think everything's going to come back like it always does, but this just means time. So we've been looking at our markets. Qs have been pulling back. SPY's been pulling back. As we can see, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. So we kind of want to be careful with that. So we could be looking at some oversold stuff. So the next charts I'm going to pull up here, guys, which I've done ahead of time, is I want to go into where the RSI is. Actually, before we get into that, guys, I want to go over life with you guys. I'm hoping that I want to help you guys, give you incentive to and be there for to push you to get rid of any debts and things that you have been built up in credit card debt, in car payments, anything you have there. Start knocking those down. You'll go for the little guys first. That'll give you a little bit of a positive feeling when you're getting rid of some debt. And in the end, if you want to just look at your credit card statement, sometimes look at it and see how much interest you're paying. Like it's enormous. We could be taking that, $200, $300, $400 a month and rolling into a market, and then making a dividend on it, or making something in a covered call, or making something in a call or put, or so on and so forth. So with that, get rid of those debts. The other thing I want you to work on is by looking at the bigger time frames and the dailies and things like that. I want to keep helping you guys be patient and to understand that if that day there are no trades, it's not the end of the world. Just leave cash in cash, and wait for that opportunity, because the last thing you want to do is just jump in and take that bet and not have a strong position on it, so that you know that it's going to go either up or down. You don't want to be in that middle ground, because that's how we lose money, and that's how we lose in our portfolio, and then we can't be doing what I've been trying to teach you guys forever, is compounding of interest, compounding of money and things like that. So as it keeps compounding into itself, your account keeps growing and stuff, we want to limit that risk to as much as possible, so that we don't go and take unnecessary risks that we don't need to do. You know, tomorrow will be another day, or the next day, or maybe it'll be 3 days, but at least, you know, cash doesn't disappear. It just sits there. So if you're not making bad trades or chasing a falling knife, which is another dangerous thing, it just over time builds up that patience, so that you can just go, you know, nothing here, I can go do something else, you know, like, that's why we work with a daily chart and stuff like that. So you don't have to go sit there at the computer desk all day long, go, oh, you know, is it, you know, 5-minute working or 15-minute working? Like, you just forget about it. You know, you look at your position, if it's doing what you wanted to do, and it's going to move up for you, and you have your stop in to the bottom, and your and you have your, like, you know, like your limit order in above, and the market do what it wants to do. You know, if all of a sudden you have a limit order up here, and the next morning it opens up, and you got your stop down here, and it all of a sudden does this tomorrow, well, you know, then this trade doesn't get triggered and you don't lose money. If it moves up through, then we have, you know, we've looked at our chart, we've planned it, it's good. And then we're in the trade. Then we got a nice small stop in there, and then you know, just work its way up. So what I like to do is wait till these are in this stock. I've created this watch list, which has my oversold stocks in. So I'm seeing some of this is I'm looking at is Apple in this scenario. And it's down here in the overbought area. And I'm waiting for it to start turning up. Once the stock starts to turn up, we also want the MACD to do the same thing. We want it to pull up here. So what's nice about looking at this situation like this, then once we go into a trade, you could do this in a limit order when this becomes, you know, a buy, which is not right now. Then you would put your limit order in above the candlestick for the day. And then we put our stop limit just underneath the bottom of where it's moving. So if this was the trade right now, you'd put your, you know, your limit order up here at 180, and you'd have under here about 175, or actually be a little higher. You know, you look at this chart a little bit tighter when you put that order together, but then you would come in here just under here and put your stop. So then you only have this small amount of risk in here. So if all of a sudden this goes up one day and then it triggers you in, and it comes down and stops you, then you're just out. You haven't lost like a huge amount, kind of thing. If it bumps through your limit order and starts moving our way up, we want to wait till this the stock gets up into the RSI area of 50%. Then we'll take, you know, half of our position off there, And as the MACD is still on its way up, same thing. Then we just ride the rest up till it gets to 70, which is overbought area. And then we'll just sell it out. Or if it starts to round out and it's starting to come down again before that point, then you just bump out too. So Apple's one I'm looking at. It's not a buy yet. We're just waiting it. This is what I like about this, guys. You just come in here, you just go through, look at the RSI. It's in the overbought, but it's just like we're waiting for it. It's not doing anything. Ken4, which is company up in Canada that's now this was one that looks like we could actually possibly get into a bit of a buy. You could be a little more conservative and wait till this gets up here and tries to cross over. But we're pointing in an up direction, and we're starting to point in an up direction here. So you could put a limit order in here, right here, and then put a stop limit, or stop rate under where it's stopped out, kind of thing. And as it heads up, you'll sell a half of 50% and then ride the rest of the way. If you did this in an option trade, you would sell out, depending on if you had more than one option trade, you could do the same thing. You sell it at 50, half on 50%, and then sell the rest of it at 70. Or if you just got one position option trade in, just sell the whole works at 50%. And then you just grab those profits and go from there. But that's what we're looking for, guys. We want this RSI to point up, and we want the MACD to start pointing up. Chewy was another one I'm looking at. It's in the overbought area, but it's not ready yet. Chipotle, same thing. We're overbought, not quite ready yet. Salesforce starting to move up, but our MACD is still pointing down, so we're not going to look at that. This is what I like, guys. You just roll through this stuff like this, so quick and easy. And if we had nothing in that day, hey, then there's nothing. You just wait out. Why throw away money? That's what I'm trying to teach you guys. So we can build on a compounding of stuff. So one day we'll have all kinds of trades, and some days we won't have any, and some days we might just have one. But it all kind of balances out, and it's safe. So we're building a future of a diversified account. We'll have Bitcoin, we'll have, if you like, gold, you'll have some stocks, you can have real estate, RSPs, or equivalent to our RSPs in Canada, in the US, and then you want to diversify things. So if you can even have some stocks kind of things, or you diversify out, like I've showed in some videos in the past, where we can go into sectors and start buying a few stocks in different sectors, so that it can balance stuff out. But this is something else we can do here, is look for these overbought areas. See this overboughts starting to crawl up here. Every life sciences starting to roll up here. So it's something you could look at for tomorrow. Starting to come up here too. Ford, not yet. Fan is wind energy company. We're still looking at it. It's overbought, but again, MACD's pointing down. Now, GFL is overbought, and it looks like we're starting to bottom out here. Our MACD is starting to flatten out quite a bit here, and then we'll just wait for it to change direction. Same with the GM. This is going to come eventually. Just a matter of time and waiting for it. Nice big drop down here, so it's not ready yet. Overbought. Go. Again, flatten out, just starting to move up. Starting to move up here, but we wait. Honeywell I bought the other day in an option trade. I think it was on Friday. I got that because I saw it starting to move up here, and it was also starting to move up. It's like that other stock that we saw earlier that where you can wait for this to cross over. But this is moving pretty good here. So I thought, what you could do, go up here a little bit and then maybe pull back to the 30 again and then move up. But I thought I'd take a jump at it. It seemed like it looked pretty interesting to me. Nobody's giving up chocolates, so Hershey's always looks really good. It's just in an overbought area. I mean, oversold area. Wait for it to go. Fragrances, MACD still pointing down. So this is what we want to do, you guys. We just want to throw through. So that we can just roll through and start trying to find those. This makes it super quick. And again, if there's nothing, then there's just nothing. See, this is Omicron oversold, and we're really flattening it out here. It's getting ready to move up. Palo Alto's not quite up yet. This is what I like about stock charts too, as well, guys, because you can just do this and it's just so simple just to fly, roll through some of these stocks to see if there's anything that really standing out. For Monday. It's coming up here nice, but we're still not in the right spot here, guys. So we just be patient, wait. If we miss it, then we missed it, guys. Still again, we don't lose any money. And that's the name of the game. ZipRecruiter, and that's the end of all those, guys. So then we want to go into, I have under 30 and I have an over 70 here. And we can see if we got anything here. Again, like these pointed up, and these ones we got overbought, guys. So then we're looking for this to start pointing down. We don't have anything there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Starting to round out here though. See this in the MACD, it's starting to round out here. But we're still in an overbought. Still going up. This one's starting to get there. Booking holdings. We've started pointing down here. And starting slowly to roll over, but not there yet. That one's definitely not. Caterpillars overbought, but still not yet. Maybe after Monday, maybe, for Tuesday, maybe it might work. We'll have to take a look at it tomorrow. Again, we're not really seeing anything here. Everything's not in the right area. These are, I did a scan, guys, for this as well. That helped me find these stocks. And another day, I'll show you how to make that. If you're in the stock charts, how to make that scan. Or we can kind of go over this together a lot of times, and I'll just give you some of all these stocks stuff. Still not seeing. It starts coming down. We're getting in the area. Grocery outlet. This one's starting to round out here, guys. It's starting to face down here, so you're gonna get to that point. Yeah, there's nothing really interesting for Monday that I'm seeing so far. But this is what I want to do, guys, go over this stuff with you and show you some of the things I'm looking at. Linux. I've actually had Linux in a stock itself in because this was doing a nice uptrend, which is something we could do, guys. Every time this gets in the overbought area like this, something you do if you are doing like a long stock like this one or whatever, and you feel like this is just going to continue up, which we could go back into like, you know, the weekly to kind of see what trend we're working on, then come down the daily to, you know, catch these little pullbacks. And then when you do little pullbacks like this, or even this one would have been a really good one. We had both the signal here, the signal down here, pulling down. And we get to grab this little bit of buy a put, and then grab these little pullbacks if we wanted to kind of do that and just hold it in our account. And then as this rounded out and started heading back up, then you just can put it back into the stock if you really want to do, or you know, put it into another stock. You know, and that's what I'm talking about all the time, about diversifying your account so that it just keeps growing and growing and growing. It's kind of like we're doing with Bitcoin. We keep putting in money in there, expecting it to move up, and then it's all these little things are just little pockets of more money that just keep feeding onto themselves and building onto themselves. I guess is more the word I should use, and that's our goal. You know, we'll be debt free. You know, pay down our mortgages or car loans, so that, you know, and then we'll just build into accounts. So then one day you are just working on yourself. You never really need the bank for a whole lot of anything. You'll pay cash for everything, and then you will have a happier, healthier life that doesn't come with debt. And you'll feel such freedom when you have everything paid off. You may get some people that are jealous of you and get, you know, upset and everything but you know, when they're stressed out every month from like we've always been, you know, in our past from, you know, having a whack of debt, when we're living in, you know, stress free and going on vacation with cash, not on a credit card that we don't have to worry about paying off later on, then we'll be the ones laughing and feeling really good. Yeah, guys, nothing. I'm not really seeing anything here for a good trade for Monday. I will show you in a second, though. Oh, here we go. Here we go, guys. Packaging for PKG. We're getting a down here, and we also have the MACD and a down here. So this could be a stock. You could put your stop in right here, the bottom of this candlestick, stop limit of that, and then put your stop just above here, right there. And then this way, if it on Monday it all of a sudden start moving down, it would trigger that trade. It's going in the same direction as we wanted to go. Get in that trade, and then you get a nice, really tight friggin' stop there. I might actually get into this one myself, guys. Really nice tight stop there, so that you're not really risking a whole lot here on the stock. So and if it all of a sudden Monday comes in and it takes off and goes this direction, which our tech indicators are showing it's not likely possible, but still, you know, the market does crazy things. Then the trade won't even happen, and we're risking it or anything on that one. But that's definitely, we found one stock here, guys, today, and looking at that. So, you know, I'm going to be probably maybe putting that trade in tonight. I haven't looked at the option trade on Packaging Core. I'm guessing they must have options when it's $152 stock. You could even go and buy a put on that, and then you would sell that put out it when it comes down here at 50. As long as the MACD continues down, and this is not starting to round up or something, then we'd sell out at the 50 and take those profits. And then move on to the next stock or whatever it may be. So that one's not one. Pioneer Energy's not doing anything. Ryder Systems. Yesterday or on Friday, I bought this put as well as the other one I was telling you about earlier. I got in this one because it was pointing down, and this one's actually crossing over, so it should be good to really trade. And now I'm just waiting for it to come down here to 50, and then I'll sell it. But I did get in on that on Friday, and now I'm just waiting for it to make some profits. So again, nice tight little stop here, and that one should work good. But as we see, guys, you know, we have so many stocks here, but yet we're only finding such a small amount. See this one starting to round out here, not ready yet, but this MACD is on the way down. So when it rounds out, we'll take a look at it tomorrow night. If it's rounded itself right out, then that's a buy as well. Valero Energy. Now, there's one here. I think I was looking at one myself the other day, thinking about it. It's in a downside here now. It's kind of seem to be rounding out here a little bit, but we're always pointing down. So this is, you know, one you could get in as well. It's only a $33 stock, so it's not too bad. It's probably got an option trade as well. I haven't looked up, but I would go out about a 30-day or so, or a little bit more, and you can put your buy put here. And then if you're doing option trades, what I do a lot of times, guys, if you have trading view, or actually you can do it in here on the stock charts too. Instead of doing because you can do a stock, you can put a stop in. What I'll do is I'll put alert in that spot for the stop. So when it alerts me, I will just go right in and I'll sell that put or call like instantly. Because just hit that trigger. Like I just treat it like a stock. So if it come in there and it triggers that alert, same as it would trigger if you had a stop in there, just don't even think about it. Don't question it. Don't go, well, you know, I might just sell it. Just get rid of that stock and just take that loss. If for some reason, maybe the next day or whatever, you know, maybe go down, we can always go back in. But we don't want to take any risks there. World Wrestling Entertainment is getting a nice pullback, but we're in up on the MACD, so we don't want to touch that either. So that is something we can look at here. These are options that I bought or have bought so far. So I have ConocoPhillips. It was doing really good for me. So Monday, I'm really going to be looking at that. That's like one of those, the last stock where I was just talking about. I bought it in, and it was going down. I think I may have bought it here when it was going down. It was only like a Thursday or Friday that I bought into it. So then now it's starting to round and come up. So the MACD is still kind of pointing down. So I'm just going to take a look and see what it does tomorrow. And if it starts moving up on me, then I'm just going to automatically I'm just going to sell it. Just finish it. Honeywell, I got into, I was telling you earlier, it's an overbought. Our MACD was starting to move up here. So I bought into this one. I'm waiting for it to come up to the 50, and I will sell out on that one. Same thing I was talking about earlier, the Ryder. I bought a put on it as well. Waiting for it to come down to the 50, and I'll sell it. And Restoration Hardware. I bought this I think it was Thursday. I guess I bought this. I think it was, and I was right in the money, and we're at the 50 mark right now. With this MACD, why I haven't? I'm going to take a look at this on. See, it's not quite 50. It's still got 14 points to go, but With the MACD down, I may just ride this down to 30, unless I see it starting to curve. Just to get a little bit more profit into it. I haven't decided that yet. I may sell it and move into something else too. But that's all I got. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 stocks. So it's not the big, this is what I want to teach in this whole process is patience, so we want to be patient and get rid of all our debts. We want to be patient in building a passive income on, say Bitcoin, stocks, real estate, or, gold. We can do the same thing here with, use the same pattern if you guys like, oh, that's not what I want. If you guys do Forex, if you like Forex, which I do too, you can do the same thing. This, what's nice about this, I can just come in here and go super fast. Let's look at this RSI and see what it's doing. It's not overbought, not oversold, not there, not there, not there, almost not here. See, guys, we had a overbought spot here. It moved up a little bit. That would have been that great a trade, but here would have been a good one. We went an overbought, and we started moving up here. So we could have got in this trade, and then we would have, once we started rolling over here, we probably just sold right out here. So a quick little one, but still a decent little trade. Overbought, same thing here. Canada, Japan, we were overbought, start moving down. We would have caught all this right here. Or, 50-day or 50, we sold half our position there and then rode the rest of it till it started around out here at the bottom. Then we would have sold it the rest right there. So it kind of just protects you a little bit, eh? But you can go through this like so fast like this, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Oh, yeah, nothing there. So we just wait for this to come to 30 and then we will have, a trade first. But nothing there, nothing there. So we haven't got into 70 or 30, guys. There's nothing there. No trade, no trade, no trade. That's what I love about this. I can like zip through this stuff like so fast. So you just don't waste a bunch of time thinking about it, that there's nothing there. Hey, there's nothing there. Something I was looking at the other day though, guys, is I was seeing in the major sectors here, like a major indexes. You could also do I created a watch list. Here we go. Reverse in ultra shorts. So I was noticing this is where, like, if the market's going up, these will kind of go down. They're kind of a short against the market. But see, these come into like overbought areas like super fast, but then the stock is like so cheap. You could just not even do this with an option. We could do this with a quick little with just the stock itself because it's so cheap. But I find they come in here at these levels. I was looking at the other day, one here kind of where they come into overbought or oversold like a little more often. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a list of them, and I can't keep an eye on them because they're these cheap stocks that we can to go over everything, and then that way we can figure out what we need to do. So that is today, guys. I wanted to kind of just go over some stocks with you. I wanted to see what you were all thinking. If you could go on to our account or like YouTube channel and subscribe, and you'll get every time we put a video out, you'll be able to get them right away. And if you like, our content, you can also like it. And I want to be just here to help you guys. I get joy out of doing that. That's why I do this. That's why I have the thing. That's why I put the time in, because I want to help you guys in your future build. I want to, I get a little joy out of, so if you guys, paying down debt, or if you paid off your mortgage, or whatever, hey, send me a message, and I would love to hear that. And then we can kind of motivate and help the rest of the group, and whoever comes along the way. We can all help each other. Stay patient in the markets. That's a really hard thing to do. And because your brain will just want to go, oh, I can do 15-minute charts, or just you're going to stress yourself out. So we'll help pay off debts, get through things, and then make our accounts grow from there. And we can have a super high positive, energetic, less stress free life. Life throws us enough stress, guys, that's at us. So last thing we want to do is get more stress. So anyway, that is that, guys. So I'm hope you guys enjoyed today. And from that, we'll talk to you all later. Have a great day. And go on the YouTube channel, subscribe. We also have a podcast, and we're on Reddit. And then we also have True Market Finance in a webpage as well. So, you can go all those things and get in touch with us. And have a great day, guys. And we'll talk again. Have a good one. Bye-bye.